Alright, so we're going to start with just some Montana black. Making what's going to be a streaky sky. And filling in a very similar look below where there's going to be some water. And then we fill in the gaps with some white. And that's my paint thinner. You can use either acetone or lacquer thinner. And I'm just going to pour that on one edge of the painting, the top edge. And then I'm going to tilt it downwards. And that's going to create some interesting streaky clouds. You can see what's happening already, real quick. And you can tilt it this way and that. Whatever seems to be right. But be careful that it doesn't become a soup. Just let a few runners happen. You don't want the whole painting to be completely covered with thinner. And you can use your fingers to detail it just a little bit. You can add a little transparent if needed. Then you can cover up the edges if there's been some spots left unpainted with a little bit of black. Color place or air black is nice and transparent. Now I want to make something to separate my sky from my water. So I'm going to add some mountains, and all I'm doing is putting a little black paint on my paint foam and just smushing them in with the paint foam. Real simple. And I'm using a little transparent to blend that in just a little bit into the water. So now I have my sky separated from my water. You can continue to work on the sky in little bits if it's still wet and you see something you want to change, that's fine. So that's a little bit of an air white. You could use that or a color place white, transparent white, just to add a little bit of light to certain parts of the painting where you might want a little bit more brightness. Maybe some light peeking through those foggy clouds. Real simple, but real effective. And then frame that by covering up the bottom and top edges with a little bit of transparent black. That's air black, but you could use color place black. Montana air black has less nasty solvents, and it looks about the same as a color place. So let that dry. And once that's dry, you can take a circle cutout like this and make a moon on top of all of this by putting a little bit of transparent white just along the edge of the circle cutout. Now our moon is in front of our mountains and we don't really want that, so we're going to fix that in just a little bit. But first we're going to work on the moon. Alright, so now I'll fix the mountains. And you just take that black paint and dab it in front of the mountains again. Just replace it, no problem. Now the moon's in back of the mountains, where it should be. Make sure it blends in just right. And this gives you a chance to just reaffirm those mountains, make them a little bit nicer. Now let's make that water a little bit more defined. So we're going to use a piece of poster board to create the sense of a horizon line, and just spray some white paint there like the reflection of that moon. And then with a little bit of transparent, and your finger, just blend it in horizontally. Make a pretty reflection. That simple. And we've already got a real interesting looking painting. And you can put a little transparent black on the bottom edge again. And if you want to add a little bit more light in the sky. If you add it on top of the moon, you get a kind of a glowy look, but you got to use very transparent white paint, color place or air white. So that's pretty much it, real simple. Now let's put a little boat in there, a little fishing guy. So we're going to take an area where the moon is nice and shiny so we can have a nice contrast, and with our black paint and our round brush, just draw a little boat with a little fisherman in it. Real simple. It's real far away, so you don't need hardly any detail at all. You can use your paint spatula to make that fishing line. Have a little moon highlight on it. Just these tiny little details. And I'm just reinforcing a few things, making the boat just a little bit darker at the bottom and things like that. And I'm putting a few little ripples in the water too. Maybe reflections of the boat. And if I put a little too much paint on, or I want to sharpen up an edge, I can just do that with my spatula. And there it is. Simple and easy. Go make stuff. Ciao. Visit spraypaintartsecrets.com if you want to learn the really cool stuff. See you there. Bye.